Concerns the GOP is just too timid. Republicans appear to have a clear opening to go after Democrats on some key issues like the lagging economy and the Affordable Care Act / Obamacare. Just 74,000 jobs were added last month. That's far below what's needed to keep our economy afloat. It's like 200,000 plus that they need to do every month. And the buzz surrounding the botched Obamacare rollout has died down despite no new numbers on how many people actually enrolled or how many people are still getting those cancellation notices as well. Our Fox News political insiders are back. John, Pat, and Doug. Let's start with the jobs numbers. You're shaking your head.
Yeah, here's the thing. There is no Republican narrative on what an alternative set of policies are. There are no systematic attacks on the Democrats. There's no sense of how we deal with issues like the minimum wage, unemployment insurance. It's all attack, compromise, and rhetoric that doesn't amount to much. Bottom line, Harris, the Republicans are not addressing the fundamental concerns of the American people, and the polls show it.
All right. Michael Ackerman on Twitter writes, GOP never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity. That's why I'm a registered nonpartisan. No entitlement voter, me.
Well, just look at the numbers of what's happened in Gallup for the year. What they show, independents at the highest level. They skyrocketed in the fourth quarter. I don't know if we have those numbers, but I mean, it's amazing.
Let's pop them up on the screen.
They really are. This is really what the American people are reacting to. Look at this. In the fourth quarter, the first quarter of the year, 37% were independents. Look at the fourth quarter.
46%. Can I ask you a question about that? Because it doesn't mean that they're undecided. It means like this gentleman on Twitter who's decided that he doesn't want either one of them. That is a decision.
That the political class and the political parties in Washington are not for them.
So does that mean that those voters are up for grabs?
Yes. We have the vastest chasm open. I mean, the opening here.
All right.
Like the Grand Canyon for someone to come in both with real progress and programs and also to stand up against the corruption, crony capitalism, and this political self-serving government, which people overwhelmingly believe what it is.
If Democrats are losing ground on some of the issues via Obamacare and others, John, did you hear what Pat just said? You've got the Grand Canyon opening up.
Yeah, but not for Republicans, I don't think.
Why?
Because, I mean, they could have, and they still
they
could.
They took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
Harris, they have no agenda. They have no ability to either empathize or do what Ronald Reagan did, what Jack Kemp did, which is to outline a pro-growth agenda that speaks to people's concerns about jobs, health care, the economy, and fairness.
If you put those numbers up that we looked at, the Gallup thing, what happened was in the fourth quarter, it was the month of October, when the Republicans shut the government down. They went down in that month to the bottom they've ever been. And then Obamacare rollout took the Democrats down. And they're both down in Nowheresville. And people have said, I don't like either party. I want something different. Now,
so what is the something different?
The three of us for the last 2 years on this network have been saying this was going to happen.
Right.
A revolutionary moment was coming. I think it's here now.
Yes, it is.
Where a plurality of people heading towards a majority want something different. And I think what they want is, we don't want any BS.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
I don't want any negativity and personal attack, all this nastiness. I want to know what's going to give me a job, what's going to make my health care work better, what's going to take the fringes out of running the country.
Pat does not agree with you. Why not?
It's not that I disagree with the pieces. What I'm saying, you must start with something that says, I'm on your side. These people are not on your side. And when you start with that, then you can begin to put the program and say, there are ways to do this that appeal to everyone. But you know what?
Point,
let me make the point. Let me say, you put the country first.
That's what I was
instead
gonna
of
say.
About politics first. Everything is about politics.
We are Americans. We put America first, domestically, and Harris, internationally. We can't be weak. We have to pull together. We haven't done that.
You know what's interesting about what you just said? That was so simple. Like, I can now tell somebody if they ask me, what is Doug Schoen's foreign policy? I can say, well, put America first. I mean, that was so simple. I can tell you, though, with the Obama administration, it's been very difficult as a journalist to try to get just a few-word answer about that question. Doc Washburn, though, is critical because he thinks that what we're seeing here at this desk tonight is why it doesn't work in D.C. because the criticism and not the fix-it. Pat?
Well, first of all, we're analyzing what's not working. We're also saying there is a better way to do this, and there's a stronger way. But look, you cannot ignore the fact that, like Obamacare, the Republicans just sit there and let it go by. They don't have a substitute proposal that the party supports, which we said. We don't have something arguing that the people's interests are not being taken care of. And that's just the truth.
Wouldn't you
All right,
think on Friday?
I've got to go, and I want you to stay longer, but the conversation can continue. Real quickly, jobs numbers are bogus, according to Paulette on Twitter. What about the people who stopped looking? That's a very important number. They outnumbered the amount of jobs that were built. We'll be right back.